What is up, everybody? This is your boy AJTRIP, and welcome to the 6th annual WWE Awards. This year, obviously, is for 2022, and we're going to have some categories, things like Performer of the Year, Superstar of the Year, Match of the Year, things like that to go over to you, which I will give you my nominees and winners of all of these awards. So, there's nothing left to say than to let's get started. We're talking about the Premium Live Event of the Year. Our first award is for Premium Live Event of the Year. The nominees are the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania 39, WrestleMania Backlash, Clash at the Castle, NXT Worlds Collide, NXT Halloween Havoc, and Survivor Series. All of these premium live events had great matches put on and had great performances and were overall some of the best work done this year in professional wrestling. There can only be one winner. Or can there be? The winner or winners of Premium Live Event of the Year is WrestleMania Backlash and Clash at the Castle. Both of these Premium Live events had great matches on it. Both of these had fantastic showings, but overall, they were just the best events of the year. So, Clash at the Castle and WrestleMania Backlash are your 2022 Premium Live Events of the Year. The next award is Rookie of the Year. Now, what I consider to be a Rookie of the Year is somebody who's basically in their first year of wrestling. In the WWE. I know there are some people who've wrestled in other places, and this is technically not their first year of wrestling, but I'm talking about first year wrestling in the WWE. The nominees are Logan Paul, Braun Breaker, Cora Jade, Solo Sikoa, Nikita Lyons, and the Creed brothers. All worthy of deserving to be Rookie of the Year. But there can only be one. The winner was a 2022 Rookie of the Year. I think it's got to be Logan Paul. And I know you're talking about, well, Logan Paul's only had 3 matches, but those 3 matches, some of the best matches, it just can't be. You start off with like WrestleMania, and you could tell from there that he had the aptitude for it. He was giving all of the looks. He had the looks, and he had the things like that. And there was maybe one misstep here and there, but otherwise he got it, and he got it quickly, and it's unbelievable. Unbelievable the stuff that he was really getting to. And when he came to it so quickly was amazing. But you didn't think it could happen, you know. Again, once is an accident. What's the saying? Once is an accident, twice is a coincidence, right? So he was good on accident, and then SummerSlam, he has a match against The Miz, and it's again a great match, and it's absolutely incredible, and he does it, and he's amazing at it, and it's unreal what this kid did. And so then, wow. So then, again, there's another part of that saying: once is an accident, twice is a coincidence, 3 times is a trend. And then the thing with Roman Reigns, and you really wondered. I personally went into wondering if can he do it for a 3rd time? Can this be actually good? Can he be actually good? And oh my God, was he good? The buckshot lariat is still maybe one of the greatest things that happened this year in wrestling. He does the buckshot lariat better than the guy who invented the damn move. Not invented, but who does it for his finisher. Unreal. And it's just absolutely insane. I only had 3 matches, but his 3 matches were phenomenal. and they were just absolutely incredible. Got to give it up to him. I think there's no doubt about it. As much as Braun Breaker had a fantastic year, and Solo Sikoa, what he's did with the bloodline, and what Nikita Lyons has, she's made the world talk about her in many different ways, and the Creed brothers were awesome too. This where they got to it, and Cora Jade, she was very good as well. But man, I think there's no doubt about it. This is Logan Paul's year. Logan Paul is your 2022 Rookie of the Year. Next up, the rivalry of the year. Two entities going at it head on over the top prize in the business, the championship, or over just a personal issue that has just boiled over to the point to where it needs to end, or maybe even something that's something as respectable as respect. Here it is, the nominees for the rivalry of the year: Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins versus Matt Riddle, Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes, The Miz versus Dexter Lumis, Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair, and Bianca Belair versus Bayley. And the winner for rivalry of the year in 2022, Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. And the reason why this gets the nod over all the other rivalries, I think it goes to that. It's really based on that last match, that Hell in a Cell match, with Cody Rhodes wrestles with a torn pectoral. And it is just absolutely brutal when he takes his coat off, and you can see it, and there's an audible gasp from the crowd. And it is just absolutely amazing what he went through, the toughness he showed. You would probably say to never do that, but this needed to be done, because this was going to be the main event of the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. This was going to be the ending of this. They needed to end this, at least for now. There's rumors that it is going to rekindle when Cody Rhodes come back, but this needed to be ended at that point in time. So Cody fought through it. He did it, and he won. He won the third consecutive match in a row over Seth Rollins. And it was just amazing. And the entire stuff was amazing. And it was great. And you got to give him credit. Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins, your rivalry of the year for 2022. Next is the tag team of the year. The nominees are the Usos, Pretty Deadly, the Creed Brothers, Alpha Academy, the Street Profits, or RK Bro. A lot of deserving tag teams here, but there can only be one. Then the winner of the 2022 Tag Team of the Year, who else but PWI's Tag Team of the Year, the Usos. They have unified the Tag Team Champions, becoming the undisputed Tag Team Champions, and have broken the New Day's record for the longest reign in history of the WWE Tag Team Champions. Now heading into 500 days. And if the things are correct for what we perceive as happening, they will be into the 600, maybe even close to 700 day reign as we head into WrestleMania. The Usos are on top of their game. I know everybody's loving what FTR is doing in Ring of Honor. They're loving what the Briscoes have done with FTR. Both teams were salty because the Usos got it. But the Usos are the number one team. They deserve it. They're the number one team in the biggest company in the world. Of course, they should be it. And what they've done this year, and it ain't like they've just been champion. They've sucked. No, they've put on, as we do a little shameless here, banger after banger after banger. So the Usos well deserve it to be your 2022 Tag Team of the Year. The most improved of the year is the next award given out in this episode. The nominees are Mandy Rose, Alpha Academy, Carmelo Hayes, Dominic Mysterio, and Ridge Holland. But if you have watched my breaking news video the other day, my rapid reaction, you should already know that this year's most improved is going to Mandy Rose. For what she has become from when she came down to NXT to the day that she's left, she's been a reliable person that you could count on to get the victory. Not to get the victory, but to do what you need to do in the ring. She's been incredible. And she's not the best worker in wrestler in WWE NXT, but she was definitely more improved, and she could get a good match out of pretty much anybody, from what I remember seeing. Mandy Rose was she was incredible. She was so good for NXT, and it's unfortunately that she had to be released because of what she was doing on her third party site. I think that's unfortunate, but that's how the cookie crumbles here. But just because she was released does not mean that she does not still deserve the most improved wrestler of the year. It's Mandy Rose. Next is the award for match of the year. Every year, there's a few matches that just stand head and above all of the other matches. The drama, the intrigue, just everything that went down into it makes it such a great match. And here are the nominees for match of the year. Rollins versus Rhodes, Hell in a Cell. NXT Halloween Havoc ambulance match between Julius Creed and Damon Kemp. Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul, Crown Jewel. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, SummerSlam. Sheamus versus Gunther at Clash at the Castle. And the SmackDown Tag Team match at Day 1 between the Usos and the New Day. Or was it the Street Profits? I just have done this SmackDown Tag Team match. Let me do a quick thing here. I probably should have done this before, but I'm going through a lot right now, so I haven't checked it. Yeah, it was the New Day. That's what I thought. So yeah, the New Day versus Jimmy J from Day 1. Your winners of match of the year: Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, SummerSlam. This is the only 5-star match listed, according to me. So, of course, this being the only 5-star match, this had to be the match of the year. You want to talk about drama and intrigue, and the ridiculousness of Brock Lesnar bringing a forklift down the ringside and lifting the ring, and everything that went down afterwards with the Usos and doing Brock. Just tremendously chaotic, beautiful stuff. And it was such a great thing, and it's enjoyable, and it's wonderful. Such a great thing. And it was last man standing, too. Don't forget that. Incredible. So, the match of the year goes to Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. SummerSlam 2022. The moment of the year is the next award. Something that just, good or bad, just blew your mind. And I have them here for you. The nominees for moment of the year: Cody Rhodes returns. The Cody Rhodes injury reveal. Austin returning to the ring. Stone Cold Steve Austin coming back for a match. Vince McMahon retires. Austin Theory cashes in and fails on the U.S. champion. And the Usos make history, becoming the longest reigning tag team champions of all time. This one I think was an easy one, folks. Moment of the year has got to be Vince McMahon retiring. What? I mean, it shocked the world. He just tweets out, 70 at 77, time for me to retire. Thank you to the universe. They're now forever together. And he's gone. And it's just like, wow. And you just never expect Vince McMahon to retire. When Vince McMahon stopped running the WWE is when you obviously expected him to unfortunately pass on. Now, obviously, the whole allegations and scandals that came out were a part of that retirement, as he has recently stated, or it has been recently reported that he has told people close to him that he felt like that he got bad advice and he wants to come back. So, who knows? Maybe that might be the moment of 2023. Vince McMahon returns from retirement. But this is without question the moment of the year. And if this is, if Vince McMahon does not make a return, then I think the best thing to say is to say hashtag thank you Vince. Next is performer of the year. This involves just the in-ring performances done by these special athletes who have been given the gifts of God to go out there and put on performances like no other. And without question, here are the nominees for Performer of the Year. Sheamus, Kevin Owens, Logan Paul, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Mandy Rose. Some great nominees here, but there can only be one unless you're the premium live event of the year, then you too, but there can only be one. And the winner, a Performer of the Year for 2022, is Seth Rollins. I think Seth Rollins has had, and we talked about Sheamus, banger after banger after banger. But Seth Rollins has had those banger after banger after banger matches too. It started at the beginning of the year with the Royal Rumble with him and Roman, and it just kept on to WrestleMania, to Cody Rhodes and the Cody Rhodes trilogy, and then went right into Matt Riddle and the matches with Matt Riddle and things like that. And he had a great match at Survivor Series with Bobby Lashley and Austin Theory, and he's had great matches on Raw. Seemingly just every week during the Loman's work, as I guess as they call it. And I think there's no and there's some other ones who really do come close, like Sheamus and Roman and everything like that. But I do think you talk about just the in-ring performance side of it all. There's no doubt. I think that Seth Rollins is the 2022 Performer of the Year. The all-coveted Superstar of the Year. This involved character work, mic work, the in-ring work, everything that goes into being a WWE superstar. Truly the greatest and greats in this business. The Austins, the Undertakers, the Rocks, the Triple H's. Those guys. Who steps up and becomes the superstar of the year? Let's check it out. The nominees are Mandy Rose, Braun Breaker, Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, and Seth Rollins. In my opinion, this was a tough one. Such great performances and great all-around character work and in-ring work from all of these folks. All deserving of being the superstar of the year. But when you come down to it, there's only one dude that's running on God mode. And that's the tribal chief, the head of the table. It's Roman Reigns. Superstar of the year. Incredible. This man continues to do. I think, if I'm correct, this is probably his I know it's probably his second consecutive superstar of the year. This might even be his third. I'm not sure. I don't keep records of these, but I'm gonna keep records of these now. I'm going to keep records of these now. I'm going to go back and watch my past 6 videos and then keep the records of who won what in what year and things like that. So, yeah. But this is Roman Reigns, this superstar of the year. There's no question about that. What's this on God mode? He is the top dog in this business, the only superstar really to ever be right now in his own area. Other people will give you names, and those names are just not right. They're wrong. There's no way that Roman Reigns is second or third or fifth or anything like that because of Superstar of the Year. He's the only superstar in this business, not WWE, in the professional wrestling business. The only superstar is Roman Reigns that is active. And that's why he is 2022's Superstar of the Year. All right, guys. So to quickly recap, the premium live event of the year was a tie between WrestleMania Backlash and Clash of the Castle. The rookie of the year was Logan Paul. The rivalry of the year was Rollins versus Rhodes. The tag team of the year was the Usos. The most improved of the year was Mandy Rose. The match of the year, was Lesnar versus Reigns from SummerSlam. The moment of the year was Vince McMahon retiring. Performer of the year was Seth Rollins. And Superstar of the year was Roman Reigns. So there you have it. That ends this year's 2022 WWE Awards. This has been a great year for WWE with all of the stuff that's been going on, from the Cody Rhodes coming back to Vince retiring, Triple H taking over, everything in between. All the comebacks and things like that. What a banner year for WWE in 2022, and I think it's only going to get better in 2023, whether Vince comes back or not. I think it's going to be awesome. So, I can't wait for it. I know you can't, and we'll see you guys next year. But as always, during this WWE Award show, we remember those we lost in the wrestling business this year in 2022. And there's quite a few. And for the very last time, my thoughts go out to the family, to the friends, to the fans of those that we lost this year. See you next time.